Mushers must wear a numbered bib for identification and carry the following supplies on the sled: a proper cold weather sleeping bag weighing a minimum of 5 pounds, an axe head weighing a minimum of 1.75 pounds, and the handle to be at least 22 inches long, one pair of snowshoes with bindings. Each snowshoe must be at least 252 square inches in size. 8 booties for each dog in the sled or in use. 1 operational cooker and pot capable of boiling at least 3 gallons of water, and a notebook to be presented to the veterinarian at each checkpoint. The notebook is for the musher to record information about the dogs and for the veterinarians to examine. The rest of the year may be checked at most checkpoints. There are rules to the Iditarod to make sure everything is safe. Rules also make sure no one cheats. For instance, two-way devices such as phones, iPads, or iPods are not allowed.
Disqualified from the Iditarod because I have an iPod Touch, and it's a two-way device, and they made it clear at the beginning of the race.
The Iditarod is a race we all know and love, so it is a rule that mushers cannot talk bad about the race or any sponsors.
Go! From the day a musher enters the race until 45 days after the last team crosses the finish line, mushers cannot say anything bad about the Iditarod itself or its sponsors.
It's also a rule that sometime in the race you must declare 24.
You got to be careful. You want to be out of fuel, close to it. You want to be able to time it right so when you leave here, you're back to full, but you can't break anything.
Although the Iditarod celebrates the toughness and pioneer spirit of the mushers, the race is governed by strict rules that protect dogs, handlers, and the integrity of the race. Top consideration is given to the health of the dogs. Every dog death is examined, and mushers face discipline if death is determined to be the result of negligence or cruelty. It's also a rule that sometime in the race you must declare 24.
You got to be careful. You want to be out of fuel, close to it. You want to be able to time it right so when you leave here, you're back to full, but you can't break anything.
Then there's the Mushers Banquet, where they hand out the prizes such as the first to finish and the last to finish.
Here at Nome at 2:20 a.m. on Tuesday with 6 hard-charging dogs in harness. Dallas arrived in 8 days, 11 hours, 20 minutes, and 16 seconds, a new Iditarod record. Incredible time. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2016 Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race champion, Mr. Dallas Seavey.
The Sportsmanship Award is a good thing to have in the Iditarod. If you receive this award, it means that mushers around the world look up to you in a great manner.
The Official Finishers Club has chosen as the recipient of the Dominical Sportsmanship Award, Mr. Baker.
The dogs are the heart and soul of the Iditarod.
I knew at the end of last year it was going to be a big if this year. And I waited to the last minute, I was obviously working on myself and my finger, I still got some issues that I'm dealing with. And that one there is the most recent. And it don't look as bad as it is. Yeah, there's no circulation in it. And it's raw right there. These ones are kind of the same way. And, we've been dealing with this for a long time. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Part of my problem is with the Raynaud's, I don't have much for circulation.
Mushers give up comfort to race their dogs.
Well, of course they get cold. I put hand warmers in my gloves. It dries your fingers out, and they start splitting. And that's where that one's at right now. And it's not much fun already. I'm glad it's not 40 below. I In fact, I wouldn't be out here if it was 40 below. I pulled up to this camp spot earlier here, and I had just damn near tears, you know, and I mean, they hurt so bad and just cold. But once they warm up, it's equally as painful. You know, right now, I have 3 hand warmers. There's, 45, 50 degrees probably. Electric mittens. 3 hand warmers in each one. I mean, I'm gonna guess that there's nobody else doing that today. I love it though. I mean, I'll sacrifice some personal comfort to watch these guys grow up and perform. Like I said, they're just now turning 3 years old, and
The chief vet explains how fascinating people are with dogs.
Before the race started, everybody's really excited, and I give a little presentation about the overview of the veterinary program, what we do out there, about the dogs, about the vets, and just kind of give them some good information. You know, I think they're just infatuated by the dogs themselves, and just their athleticism and the uniqueness of what they do, and you know, the dogs are always what catches their attention the most. So they're certainly the most elite marathoners in the world of any species. So they're just incredible animals. Anything a human can do, they do 10 times better. So it's just phenomenal as their athleticism and their capabilities and what they do out there.
The dogs. There are some funny ones, and there are some ones that just want to race and win, as they all help people in different ways.
We have a really good relationship with the Highland Correctional Facility out north of town. That maintains and cares for our dogs that are waiting to be picked up by the mushers. And the women inmates in this correctional facility really do a super job. They're very compassionate, very caring. They really care for the dogs over there. We have education to give. They take care of that for us. And we're very fortunate to take care of them. Some of them are picked up the same day. Normally about 48 hours, sometimes 72. But they really do a good job. Nice thing to see them reacting with the dogs. I'm certain they enjoy it too, to break from their daily routine.
There is a lot to be said about dogs, not just for like a mental health aspect, but definitely for recovery and substance abuse as well. How therapeutic they can be just working with them and being around them like that all the time. Like this little girl right here. And I just feel happier. Like my time's going by a lot faster, which is always great. And I don't know, it's real therapeutic. I think working with them.
I'm so thankful that they're willing to work with us.
How many more narrator things do I have to do
It's a win-win situation, not just for the dogs, but for the inmates.
It takes years to build a dog team, as explained by the 2016 winner, Dallas Seavey.
You know, last year, who would have guessed that it was going to be 50 below and deep snow last year? After the year of training we had, nobody saw that one coming. And I think you'd be mistaken to try to pigeonhole this Iditarod, because you're going to be sorely disappointed when you get out there and it's not what you hoped it was going to be. You really got to hit it with an open mind and see it for what it is, day by day. That's the only way you're going to make good decisions. Sled dogs are looking awesome. I feel like the Iditarod, to win the Iditarod, it's 3 distinct sections. The first one is preparing a kennel, an operation, a team that's capable of fielding a winning team. And that happens over the course of years. It's your genetics, it's your training programs, it's what you did last year, good decisions and bad, and that sets you up in September to train a team that's capable of winning or not. The next phase is September to March, when we train the specific team. That part we've just completed. And I feel like we've done it better than ever before. As you may know, we've added some training facility to our facility, so we were able to start exercising dogs much earlier in refrigerated treadmills. They're looking monstrous. This is the best team we've ever showed up to the start of the race with. Now, we still have to actually do the race. Anything can happen in the next 9, 10, maybe 12 days, who knows. So we're not going to say that, this is in the bag for us. It isn't by any means. But this is the best chance we've ever had starting the race.